Myself, Smiksha, would be presenting a glimpse of our work, which we did as a part of our Studio 2 project. The project was of a commercial building which is located in Shamal, Ahmedabad. It covers an area of 5,360 square meter. The office is on the TPS road. 6 elevators and 3 staircase blocks connect the floors of the building. The ground plus 2 floors are exclusively reserved for retail. It has 3 basements and is a G plus 14 floor structure. Our scope of work for this studio is from 11th floor to 14th floor. The contract for the project was of labor contract. The date of commencement of work was of 12th February 2019 and expected end date of scope of work is 15 November 2021. The diaphragm wall construction initiated in March 2019, which marked the beginning of project. The dewatering and construction of the diaphragm wall was completed in 1 month. The method used for dewatering was open sump pumping method. The diaphragm wall is constructed up to the height of 3 basements. A total of 55 panels were cast for the entire diaphragm wall. The size of panel was 20 by 0.5 by 5 meters. Here we have calculated productivity for excavation, reinforcement and concreting. The excavation was done using calligraph equipment and the productivity came out to be 10 meter cube per hour. The reinforcement productivity was 87.5 kg per man hour and the productivity for concrete was 2.5 meter cube per man hour. The planning and scheduling of our project scope was prepared in Primavera. The work breakdown structure is shown here, which includes the activities of 11th floor to 14th floor. Milestone schedule was prepared of each floor and which it was further divided into parts. Then planned and actual dates for each part of for each floor is shown here. For tools of quality, the first tool that was used was of control chart. Here we have prepared a control chart for M40 grade concrete. As from the X chart and the R chart, it can be seen that all the values for M40 grade concrete are within range. The second tool for tools of quality was considered as Ishikawa diagram or cause and effect diagram. The issue considered for this was concrete leakage in underground tank. After studying the diagram, it was postulated that the major cause of this non-conformity in the error in calculation was supports required. This resulted in an insufficient number of ledgers and inadequate support. Also, improper tightening of clamps and excessive load during concrete contributed to the problem. Due to inadequate monitoring and poor communication between the labor and engineer, this non-conformity could be avoided. The possible suggestions include preparing a checklist to be followed by a supervisor. The inclusion of PMC to represent the client helps in increasing the quality control. And a formal system of identifying and recording non-conformance might also help reduce the negligence on the site. For job hazard analysis, different situations were observed, one of which was worker caught in between moving vehicle. Here in the figure, it can be seen that labor is standing behind the RMC truck. Worker might get caught between the moving RMC truck and get injured. So we have suggested some controls which include engineering control, administrative control and personal protective equipment control as given in OSHA. In engineering control, barricading flag lines could be placed to mark the part of the mixture. Warning signboards could be installed while RMC is unloaded. In administrative control, assigning a worker specifically for coordination with RMC driver for safe unloading to ensure no movement of people during operation of transit mixer, making sure all the personnel and equipment are clear from the part of the transit mixture. In BPA control, all the labor should be highly visible in all levels of light. The warning clothing to be worn by the laborer like red or orange vest should be a reflective material. Safety helmets and shoes should be worn to prevent head injuries and protect feet. For lean management, the 5S system that is given consists of SORT, set in order, shine, standardize, sustain and safety. Here we have proposed a checklist for all the 5S system. Like for sort, we have suggested a red tag system, like is the red tag properly managed, are any red tag items more than 3 weeks old or not. For set in order, we have suggested are walkways and work areas clearly defined and unobstructed, are the jackets, gloves, etc. given to the labor stored properly after the day's work or not. For shine, we have given are labels, signs and boards clean and unbroken, is the particular area cleaned after construction activities over, and likewise. The another tool used in lean management was just in time. Here we are given an example of reinforcement steel using just-in-time. After applying the just-in-time as shown in the graph or as given in the inferences, it can be said that it helps reduce material stocking cost. Risk management for our project was done using Primavera risk analysis software. In risk analysis software, quantitative and qualitative impact were analyzed. After analyzing that, graphs were plotted. The first graph here is seen as the duration distribution graph. From the graph, it can be inferred that our project duration as per our scope is scheduled, that is 53 days, that is having 15% of probability. The minimum duration required is 49 days and maximum duration is 61 days. Next, scatter plot was plotted. The plot determines the combined probability of achieving given budgets and completion dates, as well as demonstrate the results of what-if analysis by varying cost and schedule thresholds to publish the result of chances and success. The yellow point in the graph indicates the deterministic value of cost and time as per the planning of the project. The mitigation risk register was prepared accordingly after consultation with the site personnel. The ratings for probability and its impact of risk are given for both pre-mitigation and post-mitigation. The probability were added along with impact type and its scoring. After assigning the values, the prepared matrix is displayed as shown in the below figure. A total of 21 risks were identified, out of which 7 were medium and 14 were low. Then the distribution analyzer graph was prepared, which consists of different distribution graphs like labor resource graph, duration graph, cost graph, and finish date graph. The above graph summarizes the project schedule, cost, and duration with risk assigned to all the activities and the scenario generated by assigning post-mitigation measure to each risk parameter. The cumulative curve so formed or S-curve for cost and duration variance for both scenarios help to identify the difference in deterministic probability, 50% probability and 80% probability of project scope completion within the specified cost and duration. The deterministic time obtained from Primavera using CPM method was 53 days. According to PERT analysis, the possibility of that is happening is 15%. The minimum time required is 49 days and maximum time is 61 days. After risk analysis, it was observed that the probability of deviation in cost is less than 2% and latest finishing date wouldn't vary more than 12 days. The deterministic finish date obtained from Primavera using the CPM method is of 8th March. According to PERT analysis, the possibility of that happening is 15%. The earliest likely to happen is 4th March and latest is 16th March. Here is a summary of the above deliverables which explained earlier. The diaphragm wall construction. This exercise helped us in knowing in detail about various activities that involved in diaphragm wall construction, including the problems faced during construction. From Primavera, the schedule of project was prepared in Primavera, including the milestone dates, 4-week look ahead schedule, and work breakdown structure of the project. The tools of quality control and assurance play an important role in project and ensure good quality. Proper standards should be set and quality manual should be followed on site. Ishikawa diagram is used to identify major cause of the problem. Here it was postulated that the major cause of this non-conformity is the error in calculation of supports required. The job hazard analysis emphasizes on need and importance of safety on site. The potential hazard observed on site were reported and relevant hazard controls were given. The study of 5S principles helped us to identify various areas of improvement on our site. During the sorting exercise, the suggestions for red tagging terms and sorting these items separately was given for effective inventory management. The risk analysis was done and PERT technique is used by Primavera. A total of 21 risks were observed and the maximum minimum deterministic cost for project was found out.